us your story. What was your first experience in out of school time program?
Well, hi, I'm Lauren Lavorson. I work for the Utah Afterschool Network as the school day alignment and data specialist. I was thinking back to really my earliest experience with out of school time programming, maybe not so much as a staff member, but as a youth. I didn't participate in a conventional after school program because where I lived on the East Coast in Boston, they didn't have them, at least that I knew about. But I can think back as young as 5 years old. My dad worked for the Boy Scouts and running summer programs. And so we ended up actually living during the summers at the scout camp because that was his job. And I just remember me and my brothers just like brushing our teeth, throwing on our shoes, and like heading outside and being out all day long, participating in activities with the scouts and with the staff. And just, I guess that was my earliest exposure to out of school time programs. And then as I got older, I started to work at those scout camps too, and like running programs for youth. And I remember being a teenager and thinking that was really cool. And that must be cool, right? Because as a teenager, you don't think anything's cool. So I really loved working with kids, and I knew that was something that I wanted to do as I grew up. Maybe if someone had asked me what I wanted to be when I grew up, I maybe would have said a teacher, but I didn't know that out of school time programming could be a career for me. So when I was in my young 20s, I worked at a library running their youth programming, and I loved that job. And then my real formal, like first after school program job was with Youth City, which is a program run by the city of Salt Lake City Corporation. And I ended up working in downtown Salt Lake City in a place called Liberty Park. And it honestly was an accident that I ended up there, but it was a happy accident, and I've never left ever since. It really just reinforced my love for out of school time programming and working with kids and getting to be creative and, build your own curriculum. And I loved that my program coordinator really gave me the freedom to choose what I wanted to teach, choose my own adventure. And again, I just remember really loving working with the kids. And then it started to click for me that this could be a career for me. And I didn't have to necessarily go to be a teacher if I wanted to work in education. So then I started to work as a program coordinator, still in the Salt Lake area. And from there, I had a lot of experiences working in a school, but as an outside organization, and starting to experience maybe the technicalities of that relationship, building trusting, communicative relationships with your school day team. And I remember that being quite a challenge and something that needed to be repaired. And at the time, I was connected with the Utah After School Network and with this work on school day alignment. And long story short, the role at UAN opened up, and I knew that was the spot for me. So here I am now, the school day alignment and data specialist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So with all that being said and all that being shared, how did those experience or that particular experience, one of them that you shared, prepare you for where you are now?
Yeah. So I think being able to run my own program in a school was definitely what set me up to be here right now. I just had a lot of experiences where maybe building trust, a lot of experiences with building trust and it being difficult with sometimes, and sometimes it coming a little more naturally. I remember the ups and downs of trying to align curriculum, trying to like meet with teachers, trying to share resources with the school, and finding that to be quite the challenge. And I just love that at the Utah After School Network, we're able to provide people with tools to help people like I was kind of struggling with that aspect of out of school time programming.